Dear friends, today we will discuss many questions. All questions are very important. Many questions of capacitor. So have patience and listen. So let's first start from the first question. But before that question, I want to tell you one concept. You know, I always tell you, if you understand one concept, you can solve many questions. But if you mug up one question, then you will have the doubt in the next question. So you have to always give importance on concepts. I'll tell you one important concept. You can also note this concept. When a capacitor, this is a capacitor, it is connected to a cell. This is the cell. Okay? When a capacitor is connected to a cell, potential difference between two plates of the capacitor remains constant. Whatever change you can do, the question is coming to your mind, what change we can do here? You can insert dielectric. Suppose it's an air capacitor. You can put dielectric between the two plates. You can increase the plate separation. Stretch the two plates. Plate separation will increase. But remember, if cell is connected and you are doing these things, then potential difference remains constant. So this line you can note. If cell is connected to a capacitor, then potential difference remains constant whatever change you may do in the capacitor. Then, second line. If cell is disconnected, now this cell was first connected to the capacitor contains some charge, suppose the capacitor contains Q charge, now this cell is disconnected. Remember, this line also you can note, if cell is disconnected, then total charge of the capacitor doesn't change. But what about potential difference? It may change. If you do the things what I told you just before, you may stretch the two plates, may increase the plate separation, may insert some dielectric. Generally these two we do. These two changes generally we do in capacitor. So what I told you, if cell is disconnected, total charge of the capacitor remains constant whatever change you may do in the capacitor. So these two lines are very important. Another line also I am telling you, if you will change the geometry of the capacitor, then capacitance must change irrespective of the combination of the cell. Geometry of the capacitor means what I am telling you, capacitance formula, you know, C, this is suppose air capacitor, epsilon naught A by D. What geometry you can change? You can, suppose you stretch the two plates, make the separation double. If the separation will be double, then capacitance will be half. This D becomes 2D. So 1, 2 comes in the denominator, so capacitance becomes half. You can increase the area of the plate, you can make the area of the plate double. Or whatever change you can do, suppose you insert dielectric. What will the capacitance now? It will be K times epsilon naught A by D. And if dielectric is inserted between the two plates in air capacitor, what happens to the capacitance? Increases irrespective of the combination of cell. Cell may or may not be connected. But if dielectric is inserted, most capacitance increases by K times. By how many times? K times. So three lines I told you, again I am summarizing those three lines. If cell is connected to a capacitor, potential difference remains constant whatever change you may do in the capacitor. Second line, if cell is disconnected, charge remains constant whatever change you may do in the capacitor. If geometry of the capacitor change, like the separation between the two plates make double, dielectric is inserted between the two plates of the capacitor, then capacitance must change irrespective of the combination of the cell. So these three lines are very important concepts. Now these are important. Why important? Because always a lot of questions in capacitor are based on this concept. A lot of questions. I am going to solve first those questions because they are very important. Every year comes in the different examinations. Okay. So now let's first start. And before starting, just you always remember those three lines. Come to the first question. First question will do. First question is like this. Cell connected. A capacitor is connected to a cell. Being the cell connected, suppose dielectric material of dielectric constant K is inserted between the two plates of the capacitor. What are the changes in total charge of the capacitor, potential difference, electric field between the two plates, energy stored in the capacitor and its capacitance? You can note the question what I told you. So cell is connected to the capacitor. Then what are the changes in charge, capacitance, potential difference, electric field, total energy? We will read everything. We will discuss everything. So first one, see, suppose here cell is now connected. If cell connected, which quantity must remain constant? If cell is connected, which quantity must remain constant? Just I told you, which never change. Potential difference never change. So let's first do V remains constant. Nothing to do in V. V remains constant. Then second one. Now let's see. What about the capacitance? I told you cell connect, not connect, doesn't matter. If dielectric is inserted of dielectric constant K, then capacitance becomes K times. Okay. So capacitance becomes this, C dash becomes Kc. Becomes K times, capacitance increases. This you can write, increases. Okay, capacitance increases K times. Then what happens to the charge? Q equal to Cv. But now what happens Q? This is Q dash, C changes to C dash, but V remains as V. Now let's see, what about this charge? What about this C dash? C dash is K into C. But what is this Cb? Cb is the original charge. What about Q dash now? It becomes K times. Now charge also increases. And how many times? K times. This also increases K times. Now what about the electric field E? E equal to V by D. You know E equal to V by D. Okay. V remains constant. D remains constant. D there is a separation between two plates. We have not said that one. That remains constant. What about this E? E is obviously constant. Electric field doesn't change. What about energy stored? You see, what about energy stored? U, that is half. Now which quantity constant? V constant. So you do half Cv square. You do now that is half Cv square. Okay. So if half C, why I did half Cv square? Because V is constant here. So C becomes C. Now this energy stored, what change happen? C changes here, C dash. Okay, V remains constant. So half, this is Kc. C dash is K into C into V square. So K half Cv square. So this is the initial energy. It becomes Ku, means it also increases. I hope you understand this one now. Now again, now you see what happened. V remains constant, capacitance increases, charge increases, electric field constant, potential energy also increases. How much time? K times. This happens when cell is connected and dielectric of constant K is inserted. Now we'll go, if cell is disconnected. Question number 2. If cell is disconnected. Now let's see what happens in this. Okay, so cell is disconnected. If cell is disconnected, then which quantity remains constant? I have told you just before. Cell disconnected, total charge remains constant. So Q remains constant if cell is disconnected. Then Q is constant. Okay. Then what happens? Q constant. What about capacitance? Kc. I told you dielectric is inserted. Cell connected may not connected, doesn't matter. Capacitance becomes K times of C. Then what about V? V equal to Q by C. We know V is equal to Q by C. So what change happens here? Q remains constant but C changes. Now what is the change in V? Let's check. New potential difference becomes Q by C dash because C becomes C dash. So Q by, this is Kc. C dash is Kc. So this is 1 by K into Q by V. So this becomes 1 by K. What is Q by V? What is Q by? This is not V, this is C. What is Q by C? This is the initial potential difference. Initial potential difference is Q by C. So what about the potential difference? Becomes 1 by K. You know K is always greater than 1. So what about this potential difference? That decreases. This decreases potential difference. Let's see. What about the electric field? E equal to V by D. But here E changed because V changed. V changed. So E changed. D remains constant. We have not changed D here. So V, what happens to V? V by K. So this E by V by D, this is E. So this is E by K. Electric field becomes 1 by K times, means also it decreases. Also electric field decreases. Now let's come to the next, energy stored. Energy stored, we will see U. Okay, energy stored. Which formula of energy stored will apply? We have three formulas of energy stored. I have told you, half QV, half CV square, half Q square by C. But as Q constant, let's write half Q square by C. Okay, so which one change here? C change, but Q remains constant. For that I wrote this formula. C change, so energy stored change also here. How much it is changed? Half Q square, C dash becomes Kc. Okay, then you leaving K, what is this? So this is initial energy, half Q square by C is initial energy, so it becomes U by K. Means also this decreases. What about the energy stored now? Decreases. So now you mark all the quantities. Again you see, this one increase, capacitance must increase. It increases. If cell is disconnected and dielectric is inserted, charge constant, capacitance increases, that must increases, and potential decrease, electric field decrease, potential energy also decrease. But I can tell you one trick here to remember this. In shortcut, if you want to remember without understanding anything, then you can remember this by a trick. You just mark the previous question answer and this question answer. When cell connected, when cell disconnected. Then you can able to mark one thing. When cell is connected in question number 1, then cell connected means potential constant, all quantities increases. There is no decrease at all. You see, when cell is connected, always increase. Either constant, then increase. Only potential constant and electric field constant and others increase. There is no decrease. But when cell disconnected, you see, charge constant, capacitance will must increase, but other quantities decrease. Which are little complicated to find out. Those quantities decrease. Means when cell connected, increase. When cell disconnected, decrease. Which one? Those were complicated to find. So it is easy to remember. When cell connected, then all quantities, complicated quantities, they increase, and when cell disconnected, the quantities which were you have to find out, they decrease. Okay, so this is the shortcut you can remember. Okay, so now let's come to question number 3. It's a similar type of question, and this question what I told you, cell disconnect. This question came in 2009 board examination. Always the questions in the board CBC examination always comes based on this concept, as well as in school exams teachers always like to put this type of question. Very important question from capacitor is this concept. Based on this concept we can have many questions. So I discussed 2 questions, and I will go to question number 3. This came in again 2010 in a Delhi board. This question came. Okay, this is a little different. I am eager to discuss that question because there is a common mistake in that question. Now let's see. Question is like this: cell disconnected, capacitor is charged to some potential, cell disconnected. Here dielectric is not inserted. Separation of 2 plates increases. Separation of 2 plates increases. Then what are the changes in charge, potential, electric field, energy, capacitance? Separation between the 2 plates is make double. Okay, now let's go. Start question number 3. Cell disconnected. If disconnected, what remains constant? Q remains constant. Q constant if cell is disconnected. Then come to what about the capacitance? You know capacitance formula, C epsilon naught A by D. If this distance is made double, 2 comes here. What about the capacitance? Becomes a half. 2 comes to denominator, so capacitance becomes a half. Exactly half of the original capacitance. Half of the original capacitance. Okay. Then what about the potential now? Potential you see V dash. V is equal to Q by C, but C dash, because now the capacitance changed but charge remains constant. This is C by 2, so 2 Q by C. What is Q by C? This is V. So 2V. What about the potential difference now? Potential difference becomes double. Okay, potential difference now, it will separate the 2 plates. Potential difference is now double here, becomes double. Understand? Then come to what about the electric field? E. Potential difference becomes double. What about electric field E? E is equal to V by D. What about the V? Now E changes because V changes. V becomes how much? 2V by D. So it is 2V by D. So what is V by D? This is E. Becomes twice of electric field intensity. Potential becomes double. So electric field intensity becomes also double. This is the common mistake students always do in exam. Many students do this mistake. For that, what mistake I did here? Many students do this type of mistake in exam. So what you have to do here? You forget one thing. Students generally forget this one. What? Here distance is double. They only keep in mind dielectric insert. But here dielectric is not inserted. 2 things. This question may come in 2 ways. One is dielectric insert. One is distance make double. If distance of separation make double, you forgot to make it also D dash. Distance also change here. So V change as well as also D change. So this is 2D. So 2D, 2 cancel. V by D, what is V by D? E. What happens to the electric field? No change in electric field intensity. Understand? Potential becomes double, but electric field intensity will not change because you have made the distance of separation double. Understand? So this is the common mistake you remember, where the many students do the common mistake. You will not repeat that in exam. Then what about the energy stored? U half Q square by C, because Q is constant. For what I am writing this formula, Q square by C becomes C dash. Energy change. C dash is C by 2. Okay, so now 2 will go to the numerator. So Q square by 2C. So this becomes twice. 2U, Q square by 2C, 2U, energy stored becomes twice. Understand? So this is also important question, came in 2010 Delhi board, this question. Many questions always comes from that. There are a lot of questions based on this concept. Okay, now I think this is to understand. I'm discussing some recent questions also. One question came in 2017 board examination. Based on this concept. Little change in the question, but based on this concept. This dielectric insertion, distance double, this type of question. What question come in the board examination? The figure is like this. Question came in board examination. This question. This is the cell which provide potential difference B, and one capacitor is C. It's connected. Here is one key. Here is another capacitor. Okay, capacitor means should be same length. C, it's connected. This is the one key is here. K. Okay, this question came in 2017 board examination, and many students did the mistake in this question. Okay, this is one important question also. Now you see, what is the question? Question is like this. First, this key is closed. Key is closed. Now some energy stored between the capacitors. Between two capacitors are there. Energy stored in them. Then the question comes. Cell is disconnected. Cell is disconnected. Dielectric is inserted between the two plates of the capacitors. Between the two capacitors. Two plates of the two capacitors. Now dielectric is inserted. But cell is disconnected. Not cell. Key is, first I told you, key is closed. Key is closed. Energy stored. Then key open. Dielectric inserted. Then total energy stored. Find the ratio. I am telling you exactly what question come. Find the ratio of total energy stored in two capacitors. In two capacitors. Before and after insertion of dielectric. Before and after insertion of dielectric. Okay, but while inserting dielectric, what happened? This key is open. Okay, so this question also you can get in different books. This is 2017 board exam question. So now let's solve this question. This key is closed first. First this key is closed. If key is closed, then what is the total energy stored? We will find the ratio of total energy stored in two cases. Okay. Now let's see what the total energy stored. What the total capacitance? Key closed. Key first closed. Okay. What is the energy stored? Total energy stored. Initial energy stored. I am writing this initial. Okay. UI. Clear? What is the total capacitance? CC become 2C. Because they are connected in parallel. You have remembered parallel formula, C is equal to C1 plus C2. So total capacitance is 2C. This is total capacitance. First I am writing because this is parallel connection. Total capacitance is 2C. And total capacitance 2C. Potential in both is VB. What is the total energy stored? Total energy stored initially half C. C means C is 2C into V square. So it becomes 2 to cancel CV square. Understand? Half CV square. But capacitance is 2C because two capacitors are connected in parallel. But potential is V. So half, this is CV square. 2 to cancel. Then now key is closed. Now key is open. Now key is open. If key is open, you see what happened? This is disconnected. Means this is a combo question of 1 and 2. 1 and 2 both questions are in one question. Now see. Okay. Cell key is open means this one is disconnected but this one is connected. And dielectric is inserted. Dielectric is inserted. Now what happened you see. Now capacitance must increase. This becomes a KC. This becomes a KC. But change will happen what? Potential will must change. Okay. Now let's see. This is key closed. This is key open. Okay. Now let's discuss about these two. First let's discuss about this one. This you just name it as 1. This name is as 2. Okay. Just to distinguish either 1 and 2. First see 1. So here cell is connected means potential is what? V. Cell is connected means potential is V. but dielectric is inserted. What about the capacitance now? Capacitance becomes Kc, C dash becomes Kc. Capacitance becomes Kc. But potential is V. What is the energy stored here? In the first one, half C. C means Kc into V square. This is energy stored in this capacitor. Okay, after key open. Clear? Now come to this one. Here also we write the formula, but the problem is here capacitance is Kc, but potential is not V. Potential is not V. What about the potential? But here charge constant. What constant here? Charge. What about the potential in second capacitor? Now discuss the second one. What about the potential? V is equal to Q by C. I told you potential change because cell is not connected, but charge remains constant. Charge constant, but potential change, and capacitance is also Kc. C dash becomes Kc. So what happens this? Now Q by C is what? V. So this is V by K. Potential becomes 1 by K times. Just before also I told you this concept in the previous questions. Okay, V by K. What about the energy stored now? U2 half C means Kc into V square means V by K square. What it comes? Now you see. Now this comes CV square by 2K. 1K square here, K, 1K cancel, so 2K. So this is the energy stored in the second capacitor when the switch is open. Now what is the total energy stored? Means final energy. Final energy is here U1 plus U2. U1 is half Kc into V square. This is CV square by 2K. Understand? This is the final energy. I just start them, and the question asked in the exam to find the ratio. So what is the ratio now you see? So ratio of the energy. What is the ratio? Initial divided by final. Initial divided by final. Initial energy you have here CV square. Final energy you have here. We will put here, and rest calculation that's yours because I did physics. You have to do only two-step mathematics. CV square will be cancelled from all. Then you will get your answer automatically. No problem. Okay, you will get one easy answer. So this is the question came in 2017 board exam. Now we will not complete the video without discussing the question in 2020 board examination. Okay, 2020 board examination also one question came from this concept. From this concept, but it is also little easy, not that much difficult, but of same concept the question came in 2020 board exam. Short question came 4 microfarad capacitance, 12 volt potential difference. Okay, one capacitor of capacitance 4 microfarad is connected to a cell of a potential difference 12 volt. 12 volt potential difference. Okay, so now charge is stored in the capacitor. Charge is now stored in the capacitor. But now what happened? The cell is disconnected. Cell is disconnected and a dielectric of dielectric constant 8. Dielectric constant how much? 8 is inserted between the two plates of the capacitor. Question come, find the change in charge. What is the change in charge? What is the change in potential? What is the change in energy stored? What was and what is? Do the change. You have to find the change in them. Okay. Now let's see what to do here. First, capacitor is connected to 12 volt cell. Okay, now let's see what was the charge, initial charge. First we'll see before this disconnected. This is first we'll see before connection, before or connected. We'll write connected, then we'll discuss disconnected. Connected, what is the charge? Q, CV. C is how much? 4 microfarad. V is how much? 12 volt. 12 volt. So it is coming how much? This is 48. This is 48 microcoulomb. I write it microcoulomb. So this is the charge of the capacitor. Then what is the potential? Potential 12 volt. Okay, which already given. Potential difference is 12 volt. Then what is the energy stored? Energy stored you can find half CV square. Half C is given 4 microfarad. You make it 10 to the power minus 6, and V is given 12 square. So this much joule energy stored. Okay. So calculation, you will do the calculation part. So no problem. Then you will find energy stored in joule. Now disconnected. If disconnected, then what happens? Let's see. Now it is disconnected. What are the changes? We'll see. If disconnected and dielectric of constant 8, dielectric constant is inserted, then what happens? What about the capacitance? Capacitance now C dash becomes Kc, and K is how much? 8, and C is how much? 4 microfarad. So this becomes 32 microfarad. This is the new capacitance now. Okay, what happens to charge? If disconnected, then charge remain. If disconnected, then charge remain constant. Okay, so charge remain constant. Q dash is equal to Q. What was the charge from the starting? 48. Charge remain 48. Understand? Okay. But what changes? Potential change. Potential difference change, that is Q by C means Q dash by C dash. Both changes here, Q by C. So this is Q dash by C, but Q remains as Q, no problem. So this is 48 microcoulomb by C dash is how much? 38 microfarad. So micro it's cancel. Then you have to do the, now you cancel this. Okay, then you cancel this. It is coming, it will cancel. Then in 4 it will cancel. This is 1, 2. In 4 will cancel. This is 8. Then again you cancel. This is 3. This is by 2. So 1.5 volt. But what was the potential? 12 volt. Now what is the potential difference? 1.5 volt. Now understand? Okay. So now let's see. What about the energy stored? Half. Again you will do CV square. CV square. C will put 32. 10 to the power minus 6. V will put 3 by 2 square. 3 by 2 square. You will get the answer in joule. U dash. Then what you have to do? You have to find change in charge. Change in charge? No change, because charge remains constant. So del Q 0. Charge remains constant. Change in potential difference. It was 12 volt. Now it is 1.5 volt. You can do subtraction. 12 minus 1.5. Okay. Then you can find how much the charge change. Then what about energy change? U dash. Just do the subtraction. U minus U dash you do here. Then you will find the energy change. You will do the calculation and you will find. This is the question coming 2020 board examination. Okay, now I think it seems to be easy for you. These are a lot of questions also like this. Every year comes in exams as well as in different school exams based on this concept. Hope you will solve. Also some more questions from different books based on this concept. Cell connected, potential constant, cell disconnected, charge constant, but capacitance depends on geometry. Okay, so now let's come to different concept. Question number 4. I am going to another concept. Question number 4 here. Force between two plates of the capacitor. Two plates of the capacitor, they attract each other. Most attract because one is positive plate, one is negative plate. Two plates of capacitor. So one plate is positive. This is suppose plus Q. this plate is minus q. Okay, they must attract each other. Two opposite charges must attract each other. Okay, but that attraction is not that much. They will come and get in contact with each other, but most some attraction is there between them, and they are separated by some insulating medium. Some insulating medium is kept, maybe also air. Okay, so now this is the what force acts between two plates of capacitor question. What is the force between two plates of the capacitor? Okay, now what is the force? Let's see. What is the force between two plates of capacitor? F. From where this force comes, let's see. We cannot use Coulomb's law. We cannot use because they are not point charges. If you cannot use Coulomb's law, where we cannot use Coulomb's law, there we find the force by using the formula F is equal to QE. That is applicable here. F is equal to QE. What happens here? Minus Q charge is in the electric field of plus Q. Plus Q charge is in the electric field of minus Q. So due to this, they experience force due to each other. So F equal to QE. Understand? Q. What is the value of E? Sigma by epsilon naught. So Q, we know electric field between the two plates. What is sigma? Q by A epsilon naught. So Q becomes Q square by epsilon naught A. So this is the force between two plates of the capacitor. This is the force. Or I did any mistake? Yes. I did one mistake. What mistake you generally do in exams? Common mistake I did. What common mistake I did here? While putting the electric field expression, I did the mistake. I just before told you, in this minus Q experience force, this plate experience force because it is the electric field of this plate. This experience force because it is in the electric field of this plate. Means electric field is of one plate you have to take. But we have taken electric field of both plates. We know electric field sigma by epsilon naught between due to both plates. But this is the electric field of one plate. One plate will feel the force due to electric field of another plate. So sigma by 2 epsilon naught. So this 2 comes, this 2 comes. Only one 2 does a great role here. Only one 2 can make your mark 0. Okay. So don't forget to write 2 here. Force between two plates of capacitor. But in NCERT book one question is there. It is directly specified. Prove that force between two plates of capacitor is half QE. Question is given like this. Prove that force between two plates of capacitor is half QE. If the question will keep like this, then what will do? Then we have to prove it. Okay, how will prove? How will prove this one? Let's do. Now let's come to the proof. This is one plate. This is another plate. So this is the shape. This is the capacitor. These two plates attract each other. But with how much force they attract each other? How can you know? We can able to know if we try to separate them. One body is attracted by another body. With how much force it is attracted? How can you know? If you will try to separate them. Try to separate the two. Okay. Now let's apply one opposite force to this. One opposite force to this in this direction. In this direction. And try to separate and bring this plate here. Shift by del x distance. Shift the plate by del x distance. Okay. And we have how much force you apply? The same force. What is between them? That much force I apply. And when I apply some force, I did some work. The external agent did some work. When external agent did some work, I have told you, when you do something against a force, work done is stored in the form of potential energy. Here also, how much work you did, that work is stored in the form of potential energy. What was the potential energy and now what is the new potential energy? How much separation you increase? You increase this much separation. means your extra energy is stored here. Your extra energy is stored here, which how much space you made. There the energy is stored. So work done is equal to change in potential energy. Okay, how much energy you now store, how much work you have done, that energy stored here in the space what you made. So what is the work done? F dot delta x. How much work you have done? F dot delta x. What is the potential energy stored here? Within this much volume, so I can write energy density into this volume. How much volume you made? A into delta x. A is area of cross section, delta x is the distance, so you made this much volume, so energy density into volume. So implies that F into delta x, what is energy density formula? Half epsilon naught E square A into delta x. Half epsilon naught E square is the energy density formula. You know this one. Delta x cancel, and so now F is coming this much. But we have to prove half QE. How will we bring half QE here? One E is required for us, but another E is not required. You just separate them. Half epsilon naught A, in place of this E you put sigma by epsilon naught. Okay, so epsilon naught cancel. Electric field between the two plates sigma by epsilon naught. Okay, and what is sigma into A? Sigma into A is nothing but Q. So this is half QE. But here is the electric field between the two plates. It will give in the question paper. Is the electric field between the two plates. Half QE. Now I hope you could able to understand what I have done here. But the question is not end. Till it is not end. Again, this one small tail will be attached in the question. What is that? From where the half factor comes? We know F is equal to QE. Means the question is asking F is equal to QE. We know. But from where the half factor comes? But here force is equal to half of QE. From here, from where this half factor comes? So it's like this. We can tell when we apply force on one plate, on this plate we apply force. Here what is the value of electric field? Here electric field equal to E. But here what is the electric field? 0. We know outside the capacitor electric field is 0. But here electric field is E. Okay, total electric field is E, but here total electric field is 0. Then what is the average electric field? E by 2. 0 plus E by 2. So it becomes E by 2. We can write from where the factor half comes. It is the average of the electric field between the two plates and just outside the plate, or between the capacitor and outside the capacitor. It's just the average electric field. From there the half factor comes. So now this is the force between two plates. Also one question may come in exams. So based on this force concept, you see this one, question number 5 I am discussing. This is one spring. One spring is connected. Here is one capacitor, plus Q charge, minus Q charge, spring constant K. If plus Q and minus Q charges are given to the two plates of the capacitor, what will be the extension in the spring? This is the question. If plus Q minus Q charges are given to the capacitor, what is the extension in the spring? Simple thing. Spring extend because of force between two plates of capacitor. What is the force between two plates of capacitor? Q square by 2 epsilon naught A, and that is equal to spring force Kx. That is equal to spring force Kx. We know spring force is Kx. Then X is equal to what? Over. This is the simple question. X is equal to how much? This is the extension of the spring. So this is the question about the force between two plates of capacitor, one concept. Now come to another concept here, fuse question. Fuse question from where it comes? Fuse question I think you have done also in 11th class. You just recall. Which chapter? Fluid chapter. Fluid chapter. Okay, so now you are annoyed, sir. Please don't remind us about our 11th class. Okay, still I am just telling you, you must have read in fluid chapter. So what happened? 2 liquid drops of fuse. In fluid chapter also 2 liquid drops of fuse. What you find there? Not 2, many liquid drops are falling, raindrops falling. The fuse, what is the terminal velocity? You have done in class 11th. Okay, in fluid, what is the new terminal velocity when fuse? But I always tell the students, in fuse questions will comes 2 drops of fuse, something fuse. What must remain constant? What must remain? Remember, this is very important concept. When something fuse happens, means what remain constant? Volume remains constant. Mass remains constant. Volume, mass, this remains constant when something fuse. Fuse means volume remains constant. But now you will do. So what you do here? Volume remains constant. So now let's come to the question. What is the question? Question is like this. 2 liquid drops. 2 liquid drops, each of capacitance C. Identical drops, both are. If the fuse, a bigger drop is formed, what is the new capacitance? If the fuse, a bigger drop is formed, what is the new capacitance? Now we have to find out its capacitance. C dash, let's do. What is the new capacitance? This is the question. How I solve this question? Now see. So 2 capacitors are like this. Now what happened? The 2 capacitors, these are just like this is a spherical conductor. Liquid drop means it behaves like a spherical conductor. So C is equal to 4 pi epsilon naught R. This is the capacitance of a spherical drop. This is spherical drop. But I told you the concept volume remains constant. Volume, 2 drops are here, maybe n drop. Let's say I am doing this question for n number of drops. Then you will put in place of n how much is given in the question paper. Volume n into 4 by 3 pi r cube is equal to 4 by 3 pi capital R cube. This is one important line. Volume, capital, this big drop volume, and this is the small drop volume into number of drops. Volume must remain constant. So what happened here? 4 by 3 pi comes now cancel. N into R cube is equal to R cube. N to the power 1 by 3 into small r is equal to capital R. Understand? Okay. So this is the relation between small r and capital R. This radius is small r, but this radius is capital R. After fuse. So this is the capacitance of a small drop. But what is the capacitance of bigger drop? C dash? 4 pi epsilon naught capital R. So 4 pi epsilon naught. What is capital R? Capital R is n to the power 1 by 3 into small r. This capital R n to the power 1 by 3 into small r. So 4 pi epsilon naught small r. This is n to the power 1 by 3. So n to the power 1 by 3. What is this? Small c. This is the new capacitance. You remember this formula? C dash is equal to n to the power 1 by 3 into c. You can also remember this formula to solve the MCQs. If it is given 8 drops, 8 to the power 1 by 3 is 2, capacitance becomes twice. If it is given 2 drops, 2 to the power 1 by 3, you will do. Okay, that one you will find. Cube root of 2, then that one you will find. Okay, so if how many drops are given, you just put in place of n. Then come to the next question, potential. In that question also, this question may ask like this: 2 liquid drops, each of potential VV. If the fuse, what is the new potential? What is the new potential now if the fuse? This one is cell. Is required everywhere. Also in fluid you have done. This is common in all these questions. Volume, relation between capital R and small r. So here only potential now lacks. Potential V is equal to KQ by R. Just like behaves like a spherical conductor. Okay, liquid drop. KQ by R, V. What is the new potential? K Q by capital R. New potential is K Q by capital R. Okay, now we'll place capital R. Here capital R n to the power 1 by 3 into small r. Understand? N to the power 1 by 3 into small r. I think we have done one mistake. what mistake we have done? Just I am showing you this type of mistakes generally students do. Can you mark what mistake now I have already done? Here what happened? Charge will be NQ. NQ. Why charge will NQ? Because also charge conserve. But students forget to write here NQ. This is a common mistake. Remember, charge, this is Q, this is Q, Q, Q. Many drops are there, Q, Q, Q. Then what is the total charge of the bigger drop? NQ. Okay, don't forget to do this NQ. So now what comes? N to the power this 1, N to the power 1 by 3. So 1 minus this is 2 by 3. KQ by R. What is KQ by R? This is B. 8 to the power 2 by 3 into V. V dash is equal to N to the power 2 by 3 into V. This is the potential. Relation of potential in fuse question. This one also you can remember. In capacitance N to the power 1 by 3, but in potential N to the power 2 by 3. This is the question best